What's up guys, Chasing Lemmy here with episode number 50 of Robin's Revival, and today we enter the Championship playoffs for only the second time in the 6 seasons we've been in the Championship? 4 seasons. We're in the Championship a while, we're in the playoffs for the second time, and we very much need to do something special here. So that's kind of the game plan for today. So, hit like, hit subscribe, ring the bell, comment below, all that good stuff. Let's roll the intro. So the situation here is very, very simple. We have to try and beat Stoke twice, and then we have to hope that we play Swansea in the final, and we beat them, and then we go to the Premier League. That's kind of our plan. Unfortunately, bit of team news: Brennan Land and Glenn Gould still doubtful. Alejandro Garnacho still out. So let's go have a quick look at the team sheet and see how things stand. So today's starting lineup, very straightforward. It's Baxter in goal, Drama, Webster, Gibson at the back. I don't know why there's someone missing there. Did I take someone out like an idiot? I might have done. Let's put Mbete back in there because that's what I intended to have there. So it's Drama, Webster, Mbete and Gibson. Then Shiburbu, Ruiz, Speck, Schneider, Gianni and Matika in midfield. DC up top, Odomayo and Yaya. Palmer, Tulloch, Burns, Marul and Senyonjo, who's just come back from loan on the bench. Should be a fairly straightforward one, you'd hope, but you know, anything can happen in football. Maybe we get a win, more likely we lose. We'll see what happens. Let's get on with it. So my team talk today is very simple. If you carry your last one to today's match, we'll do well. So let's see if that helps. It does help. We're going to have to do that. We'll talk to our players as well by position, just to really fire them up as best we can, because you know, whatever we do that can help, we'll do. You're up against Stoke in the playoffs. You consider this a tough fixture. Stoke are a good size, it's a tough match, only to be expected at this point. How much the history of the season was how this time in the season, the higher seeds can get drawn against that's end of the day, anyone in these playoffs can beat each other. Let's go with that. We're on telly. Our recent form is 5 green squares, which is a beautiful thing to see. Stoke's recent form, 5 green squares, which is a horrible thing to see. So this really could go either way. Apparently we're both in as good form as each other. This guy's going for a wander. Who knows why? Let's just get this started at the county ground and see if we can get ourselves a first leg win. Throw in, first try of the game comes after 35 minutes. It's Gibson to Matika, back to Gibson, ball across to Ruiz, cuts it back for Gianni, who has a pop and puts it over the bar. And as first highlights go, I think that probably sums up the game so far. I've just been watching a lot of nothing happen, and that was a lot of nothing happening. I'll get another throw in, Gibson to Gianni this time, back to Gibson. Gibson's going to try and take it down the line. He's going to get a crossover. He does, into the box, and Speck Schneider at the back post. And that's 1-0. And, I mean, can we hold that on for another game and a half? I don't know, but I'd like to hope we could. I mean, it's just going to be all about making sure we stay on top of this game. We have been the better side. It's just not been a great game so far in terms of stats. We are the better side all around. And a 1-0 lead is very good at this stage of proceedings. We'll praise the boys for that, and hopefully they'll get a second. Sibley now with a corner for Stoke. We need to get rid of this as quickly as we can. Drama gets himself in the way of the ball there. Kilman, I think, dived. We're going to go with dived. It's going to be a corner again. Let's defend this. Let's go into the break in the lead. That'd be ideal. Shiburbu heads it behind. Keeps the pressure up for Stoke, but it does keep the ball out of our net as we go to the last minute of injury time. Into the box again. Wood with the header. Baxter with the save. And that should hopefully take us into the break quite nicely. I mean, I don't know what to say. We are ahead. I didn't know if we could get ourselves ahead. But we have done. We've dominated possession so far. That's beautiful. DC not having the best game of his career, and I'm just now realising I don't have a striker on the bench. I have a recognised striker on the bench, which means my best striking option is probably Matika, should I need to replace DC. And that is a slight concern. So let's hope he starts taking part sometime soon. Throw in now, it's with Gibbs on the far side. I was just thinking about taking Ruiz off because he started to look a bit tired. As Marul plays the ball to Spechnard, Marul comes on the left wing as a sub for Matika, who picked up a small knock. Shabua to Drama, ball over the top looking for Spechnard, doesn't find him. Galich on the ball now, and it's with Surridge. Ball through looking for Knight. We need to get back here, cover this off. Boys across. Shabua tries attack. I'm going to have to take him off so he doesn't get sent off at this point. And Bete back to Baxter. Ball goes forward, all the way forward, looking for Tulloch, who I've had to send him up top because he's the only player I had on the bench who could play up front. Not my finest moment of picking, it must be said, as Sibley picks up the ball. Gordon to Reese, to Surridge. Surridge with a pop from range, and Baxter tips it over the bar for another corner for Stoke. We need to keep up the defensive play we've been doing so well in this game. Sibley with the corner, puts into the box, and it's Marul that gets it clear. Only as far as McCallum. We're going to do some more praising of the boys just to get them fired up again. I'm going to think about taking Gianni off, or maybe Ruiz. We'll see how it goes. Well, injury time has ticked away. The full-time whistle is gone. We have a 1-0 lead going into the second leg of this playoff semi-final. And that's enough to at least give me a little bit of hope for the second leg for sure. I mean, I'm going to need to maybe remember things like putting a striker on the bench, but we'll see how that goes. That was an impressive performance even considering your recent form, right? Sure, everyone did what they asked of them, and things went well. So, I guess, after that, it's going to be a case of join me again on Wednesday to see how we do in the second leg, because that's what comes after the first leg, obviously. If you haven't done already, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely, and until next time, thank you for watching. Have a good one.